Hello YouTube, this is Gothic Geek here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the what deck that I brought to regionals. I wasn't trying to play massively competitive there, but I did win 2 duels with my what deck. I was hoping to win maybe one more just by running an unusual deck for this format, which not many people were really able to side much against me with the sorry about the light there, with my what deck, and I had one person side in because he told me afterwards D-Fissure, which was quite funny because I also sided D-Fissure at the time against his frogs, but I didn't really know how well frogs would run with or without being able to go into the graveyard or not. But his frogs seem to work okay using a monster that equips them and then sends them to the graveyard, because they're treated as equipped spells. Anyway, so 3 shiny light there again. 3 Dragonfly. Good searcher and doesn't have to be sent to the graveyard, so good with D-Fissure, because he'll still pull off his effect or its effect. What Barracks as a level 3 tuner, that's what I'm really using it as. I did have someone effect Veiler Barracks for not too many reasons. It was only so he didn't have to discard one random card with that. Shining Angel. Also, though, I don't think he wouldn't have discarded the card anyway, because it didn't actually attack directly. It attacked one of his monsters, and then I honest it to increase it. Anyway, so kind of a misread by him, and he wasted an effect veil, but oh well. Honest, kind of obvious. Marshmallow. I put that in as like a last minute sort of. I just wanted him in there, and it did give me a couple more wins, or a couple of dual wins, rather than match wins, just because it gave my opponent something more to think about once he'd triggered it off the first time. Galfax is my level 4 tuner. I'm only running the 2 tuners at the moment, because if I do use the extra deck, I'm XYZing more often because I have 2 level 4s on the field, but I use Galfax to go into Scrap Dragon or Stardust, but mainly Scrap Dragon just for blowing up opponent stuff to allow me to play more. 3 What Cobras, main card of the deck really. 3 What Pheasant, again good because it's an XYZ killer, and 2 What Lemur. So those are the monsters. And now quickly the spells. 1 MST, 1 Dark Hole, 1 What Cube, 2 Messenger Piece, should have really been 3, but I didn't know really at the time what to take out to give me that extra. Although I will, if I really want to play this competitively, that will go up to 3, along with some other stuff. 2 Recycling Batteries, 1 Inferno Reckless Summon, 1 Pot of Avarice, 1 Lightning Vortex. Now, I find this useful as a second Dark Hole, but doesn't affect my monsters. Although it is a -1 because I have to discard, on the right situation I have found it very useful. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Swords of Reunite. And now for traps very quickly. 1 Goes a Match as a main, just because my deck's all light, and I caught a couple of people out in the regional with that. Caught Gravekeepers off guard because I Goes and Matched well, he had one of the Earth Gravekeepers, can't remember which one it was, or if there was only one Earth Gravekeeper, out, so, and with all my monsters attacking directly, I wasn't getting rid of it, but he then Darkhold or got rid of it another way. I can't remember. 1 Mirror Force, 2 Magic Cylinder, 1 Dark Bribe, 1 Trap Stun, 1 Bottomless, 1 Divine Wrath, again was useful, 1 Dimensional Prison, 1 Threatening Wall. Okay, and now just quickly my extra deck. 1 Water Hydra, 3 Utopia, 1-Eyed Skill Gainer. Very situational because I rarely get 3 other falls out because I'm not running any Battery Man or Hunters engine wise. 1 Shockmaster, 1 Photon Patriotic, 2 Gem Knights, Pearls, what Chimera, Stardust, Ancient Fairy Dragon. He's in there mainly just in case I came up against any Malefics, but I didn't in the regional, because I can use his effect just to blow up the field spell and gain 1,000 in the process. And then, unless they happen to have Malefic Stardust on the field, then I can't blow the field spell up. He will then lose all his monsters unless he's using Skill Drain. TG Hyper Librarian and a Scrap Dragon. And just quickly I'll show you what I was running in the side. I was running Dimensional Fissure, 2 copies of, 1 Nobleman Crossout, 2 Electrovirus, which I didn't even need, 1 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. The only one I could really use it against was that 1 Gravekeeper deck I went against, 1 Watt Cube, 1 extra Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Bird and the Mighty, 1 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, 1 Cyber Dragon, 1 Chain Disappearance, which was useful in, or would have been useful in the regional, but I just didn't draw it at the right time. There's the other Dimensional Fissure. 2 Karma Cuts and a Mirror of Oath. Now, the only cards that actually were useful during the regional side deck wise, for me, was the Dimensional Fissures, and that's really it. Dimensional Fissures and Karma Cut, because the main decks I went against were either reliant on the graveyard or were slightly hurt by the graveyard more than by not having the graveyard than I was. But because I didn't run the Hopper Lock, which some people were saying, well, why don't you? I just don't want to run the Hopper Lock. You know, and I was missing a couple of cards really to make this deck. I need a Watt Giraffe, at least 1 copy of, and I now do have a Thunder Seahorse, but I got it after I'd given in the deck list, so I couldn't include it in the deck. So that's not too bad. This has been Gothic Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is one of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. And just to let you know, I will be doing more anime and manga drawing videos of my own style. I'll soon be doing a shading video because I've been meaning to do one, specifically on cross-hatching as a shading technique, and then I will probably do some futuristic and steampunk sort of style and any other suggestions that people want to do. However, I will not do drawings or tutorials on existing characters. So this has been Gothic Yu-Gi-Oh! Thanks for watching.